Imagine a world where every city is powered not by burning coal, not by splitting atoms, and not even by massive solar farms spread across deserts, but by a contained star of its own. An artificial mini-sun, a glowing sphere of fusion energy, held within a magnetic shell, radiating endless clean power to millions of people. This isn't just science fiction. It is the dream of fusion technology taken to its most ambitious form, transforming the very landscape of civilization. To understand why this idea is so revolutionary, we first need to grasp what fusion is. Fusion is the process that powers stars. Deep inside the sun, gravity squeezes hydrogen atoms so tightly that they merge into helium, releasing immense amounts of energy. Unlike nuclear fission, which splits atoms and leaves behind dangerous radioactive waste, fusion creates minimal long-lived waste. Unlike fossil fuels, it produces no greenhouse gases. In many ways, it is the ultimate energy source, clean, safe, and virtually limitless. Scientists have pursued fusion for decades, building experimental reactors like tokamaks and stellarators. These machines use powerful magnetic fields to trap plasma, an ultra-hot soup of particles where fusion occurs. But making fusion practical on Earth has proven incredibly difficult, because plasma is unstable, chaotic, and hotter than the core of the sun itself. Now, imagine a future in which humanity not only masters fusion but goes beyond the laboratory scale. Picture vast spheres of controlled plasma, shining like artificial suns, held steady inside magnetic shells or exotic containment fields. Each one could be the size of a skyscraper, glowing with blinding brilliance, but safely sealed within high-tech shielding. Entire cities could cluster around them, drawing power directly from these mini-suns. Such a technology would not just revolutionize energy. It would redefine civilization. A contained fusion sphere could provide steady, around-the-clock power far beyond what even the largest fission reactors or renewable grids can deliver. One mini-sun might produce gigawatts of electricity, enough to power a metropolis of millions. Instead of long transmission lines, local mini-suns could be built inside city centers, eliminating energy bottlenecks. Urban design itself might change, with architecture radiating outward from these glowing cores, creating futuristic skylines bathed in artificial daylight. But how would we build such a thing? Let's think through the science. The first step is perfecting plasma control. Today, tokamaks use donut-shaped magnetic fields to trap plasma. But a mini-sun power plant would require much stronger and more stable fields, perhaps using superconducting magnets that generate fields thousands of times stronger than anything we have now. Some scientists even speculate about using entirely new physics, such as quantum plasma stabilizers, to hold the fusion reaction in a compact sphere. Others imagine leveraging lasers, compressing fuel pellets in a rapid-fire sequence, creating a pulsing star in a box effect. Whatever the method, the breakthrough must achieve continuous, self-sustaining fusion that releases more energy than it consumes. Once such a system is achieved, engineering a city-scale containment unit becomes the next challenge. The structure might be housed inside enormous domes lined with layered shielding, capturing both the light and heat. Gigantic heat exchangers could absorb the radiation and channel it into turbines or directly into superconducting grids. Excess heat could be stored in molten salts, liquid metals, or advanced quantum batteries, ensuring stable supply even during maintenance. Engineers may even find ways to fine-tune the output of a mini-sun, adjusting its brightness to match city demand. Now imagine the effects on daily life. The cost of electricity would plummet. Energy poverty would vanish. Factories could run non-stop without polluting the air. Homes could be cooled or heated without concern for the grid. Transportation would transform, with electric vehicles powered by limitless fusion energy. Entire industries could emerge around new applications: desalination of seawater on massive scales, artificial climates for agriculture, or even space elevators powered directly from fusion. Cities might be rebuilt around these luminous cores, glowing like jewels on the night side of Earth. The benefits extend far beyond convenience. With contained fusion spheres, humanity would no longer depend on fragile supply chains of oil, coal, or uranium. Wars over energy could fade into history. Developing nations could leapfrog industrial hurdles, building thriving economies around their own mini-suns. Climate change could be slowed or even reversed, as fossil fuels become obsolete. But with such power comes new dangers. What happens if a containment field fails? Could an artificial sun escape and devastate its surroundings? Theoretically, fusion does not run away like fission. If containment is lost, the plasma cools instantly, snuffing out the reaction. But a catastrophic breach might still unleash intense bursts of radiation or magnetic storms. Future fusion engineers would need layers of safety, self-healing fields, emergency shutdown systems, and backup mini-suns to ensure cities never go dark. There's also the question of governance. Who would control such powerful technology? Would mini-suns be state-owned, corporate-controlled, or community-managed? Could wealthy nations monopolize them, leaving poorer countries behind? Or would fusion become an open-source technology, shared globally like sunlight and wind? The politics of mini-suns could shape the future as much as the science. Consider the cultural impact. Imagine standing in a city plaza where, instead of a skyscraper or statue, a glowing sphere hovers within a containment dome, radiating light. Artists and architects might incorporate them into public life, creating parks, gardens, and plazas around these energy cores. Festivals could celebrate the mini-suns, treating them almost like new celestial bodies born on Earth. Humanity might even give them names, honoring them as symbols of progress. And yet, as breathtaking as they are, mini-suns would also serve as reminders of humanity's growing responsibility. For the first time, we would hold stars in our hands. Our mastery over energy would approach that of nature itself. The choices we make with this power, whether to heal the planet, expand into space, or exploit it for domination, would define the destiny of civilization. Looking further ahead, artificial mini-suns might not remain bound to cities. Imagine building them in orbit, powering giant space habitats or spacecraft. A fleet of mini-sun-powered ships could cross the solar system, carrying colonists to Mars, Europa, or beyond. On frozen moons, mini-suns could create pockets of warmth, turning ice worlds into oases. On deep space voyages, fusion spheres could serve as both engines and life support systems, making interstellar travel possible. Some futurists even suggest using mini-suns to terraform entire planets. A chain of fusion spheres could warm Mars, melting its ice caps and thickening its atmosphere. Others could power atmospheric processors, slowly transforming alien worlds into habitable environments. The same technology that powers a city could, on a larger scale, breathe life into entire planets. But before we reach that distant future, the road ahead is filled with challenges. Achieving stable fusion has been compared to holding lightning in a bottle. It requires not only breakthroughs in physics but also unprecedented global cooperation. Yet history shows us that what seems impossible often becomes reality. Just a century ago, splitting the atom was unthinkable. Today, nuclear fission powers submarines and cities. Perhaps a century from now, artificial mini-suns will glow at the heart of every metropolis. Picture the Earth from orbit in such a future. Instead of dark continents punctuated by scattered lights, the planet shines with luminous cores in every city. Each one a miniature star, glowing within a protective shell, radiating the energy of a civilization that has finally mastered the power of the cosmos. Humanity, once bound by scarcity, would live in abundance, drawing daily life from the hearts of stars we created ourselves. This is the vision of artificial mini-suns. They are more than power plants. They are the seeds of a new era. An era in which energy is infinite, cities are radiant, and humanity steps into a future lit not just by the distant sun in the sky, but by countless new suns born from our own imagination and ingenuity. As society embraces this transformative energy source, the potential for innovation would cross every industry, from construction to healthcare. Architects might design buildings that adapt to the mini-sun's energy output, dynamically adjusting to environmental demands. In agriculture, vertical farms could flourish under the constant, perfect conditions provided by this abundant power, yielding nutritious food year-round. The very fabric of daily routines would evolve, as residents optimize lifestyle choices to align with the ever-reliable energy pulse of their urban mini-sun. Connectivity and automation would rise to unprecedented levels, each home equipped with smart technology driven by limitless power. Imagine an artist standing in front of a monumental sphere, bathed in ethereal light, creating a mural that captures the essence of this new dawn. Inspired by the energy radiating from the mini-sun, they depict a vibrant future where unity and creativity flourish, illustrating not just the physical transformation of cities but the emotional shifts within humanity. Festivals celebrating this newfound power could draw crowds, with live performances lit against the backdrop of glorious fusion light, emphasizing the harmony and hope birthed from innovation. Each event would foster community bonds strengthened by the shared experience of witnessing their own evolution. Children would gaze in wonder at the illuminated skies, their imaginations ignited as they dreamt of becoming scientists or engineers, inspired by the beauty of the mini-suns. In classrooms, lessons would shift, integrating the principles of fusion energy into every subject, from physics to ethics, intertwining technology, nature, and responsibility. Students would learn not only how to harness the energy but also the importance of sustainability and collaboration, shaping future leaders who prioritize harmony with the environment. As these ideas take root, a generation shaped by the glow of artificial stars would embrace their role as stewards of the Earth, ready to tackle challenges like climate change and resource scarcity, empowered by the very energy they created. As urban landscapes evolve, so too would the role of education in cultivating a fusion-conscious society. Schools could integrate experiential learning, with hands-on projects involving real-time data from local mini-suns. Students might develop apps that optimize energy consumption or create art installations that reflect their community's unique relationship with power. Innovations in transportation would mirror this shift, as public transit systems powered by fusion energy connect neighborhoods seamlessly, reducing traffic congestion and pollution. With energy access redefined, the concept of the workday might morph, too, allowing for flexible schedules as power becomes abundant and costs fall. The work-life balance many long for could finally be within reach, thanks to a foundation of sustainable energy. In this realm of endless potential, nature and technology could synchronize to forge an era where each community thrives harmoniously, empowered by the very stars they once gazed upon with longing. As cities bask in the gentle glow of these mini-suns, new forms of art and expression would emerge, influenced by the radiant possibilities of this energy source. Urban parks might host installations that harness light and energy, creating interactive experiences where visitors become part of a living tapestry of innovation. In living spaces, homeowners might incorporate luminous designs that shift colors based on energy output, creating ambient environments that reflect the rhythm of their surroundings. The night sky would transform, no longer obscured by harsh urban lights but illuminated with a soft, celestial glow, inspiring poets and dreamers to explore new themes of coexistence with technology. Artists and musicians would find new muses, weaving narratives about humanity's dance with the stars, expressing gratitude for the sustainable future born from ingenuity. Each creation would echo a collective consciousness captivated by the journey toward a brighter tomorrow. As creativity flourishes, so too would the spirit of collaboration across communities. Imagine a neighborhood project where residents unite to design solar gardens, integrating both natural elements and technology. Teams could host workshops, where individuals share skills, fostering an ecosystem of knowledge exchange and artistic expression. Local universities could partner with communities, engaging students in real-world applications of fusion technology, igniting curiosity and excitement about energy solutions. Even local governments might participate, supporting initiatives that promote sustainable practices and encourage environmentally conscious decisions through incentives or grants. In such an atmosphere of collaboration, every citizen becomes a vital contributor to a vibrant tapestry woven by shared ambitions and dreams for a sustainable future. Imagine a vibrant schoolyard brimming with activity, where children gather not just to learn but to create. Under the warm glow of the nearby mini-sun, students engage in hands-on projects, constructing energy-efficient models and experimenting with renewable resources. Teachers incorporate fusion energy discussions into their daily plans, inspiring students to think critically about environmental stewardship and sustainable practices. A diverse group of adolescents, equipped with tablets, shares their findings on energy conservation, integrating their knowledge of technology with the beauty of nature to engineer practical solutions for their community. Together, they develop systems that optimize the output of their local mini-sun, marveling at their role as pioneers of a new era of innovation. The revolution sparked by mini-suns would not only transform cities but ripple outward, influencing global relations and societal structures. Countries that once relied heavily on traditional energy sources could focus more on collaboration than competition, recognizing their shared interests in sustaining these technological marvels. International bodies might emerge, dedicated to overseeing the equitable distribution of fusion technology, ensuring that every nation benefits. Meanwhile, individuals empowered by accessible energy could harness their creativity, driving forward a culture of innovation not just in energy, but in all aspects of life. The prospect of mini-suns reshaping educational priorities calls for a reimagined approach to learning. Schools will become hubs of innovation, where students engage with real-world applications of fusion technology. Teachers might guide discussions about the ethical implications of energy use, ensuring students appreciate the broader consequences of humanity's choices. Experiential learning opportunities could range from workshops that demonstrate plasma containment to field trips to mini-sun facilities, sparking curiosity through first-hand experiences. As students immerse themselves in this evolving landscape, they may cultivate a sense of agency, empowered to contribute to solutions that benefit both their communities and the planet. This educational evolution would harness the brightness of mini-suns, illuminating pathways of creativity and responsibility for future generations. Imagine a day where children pour out of their homes, the glow of nearby mini-suns painting the streets in warm light, inspiring laughter and creativity. In this vibrant community, every neighborhood becomes a canvas, where young minds unite, building structures that not only harness energy but celebrate it. Parents watch proudly as their kids embrace technology, melding it with art to create sculptures that dance with the illumination of their artificial suns. In this world, the barriers between learning and play dissolve, revealing a landscape where knowledge flows as freely as the radiant energy pulsing from their mini-suns. This is not merely a dream, it is the dawning reality of a civilization reborn under a new paradigm. As mini-suns transform individual communities, the energy revolution would catalyze a broader shift in human perspective. People would begin to see energy not merely as a commodity, but as a shared resource that connects lives and enriches experiences. In this enlightened era, collaboration would thrive, elevating the concept of community beyond geographical boundaries to include a global network united by sustainable goals. The desire for innovation would extend to other areas of life, fostering shared projects that tackle pressing environmental issues through technology that harmonizes with nature. New generations would rise with an intrinsic belief in sustainability, tirelessly working to refine and expand the possibilities of fusion energy while cherishing the responsibility their power entails. Ultimately, this collective awakening could lead humanity toward a legacy defined not by consumption, but by stewardship, ensuring the bounty of their mini-suns persists for future generations. Imagine stepping into a bustling marketplace, alive with energy and creativity. Vendors showcase their wares, all powered by nearby mini-suns, illuminating colorful fabrics, fresh produce, and handcrafted goods. The air hums with conversations about innovations and collaborative projects, as people exchange ideas freely under the warm, glowing light of artificial stars. Nearby, children gather around interactive art installations that respond to the energy output of the mini-suns, inviting playful exploration while educating about sustainability. Communities thrive on this newfound union of technology and creativity, echoing with laughter and hope, as they collectively shape a radiant future filled with possibility. Imagine evenings where families gather beneath the illuminated glow of their community mini-sun, sharing stories and meals that are enhanced by the linked power of their shared energy. Lively debates spark about the latest innovations or art projects emerging from the nearby fusion-powered school, creating an atmosphere rich with enthusiasm and creativity. As the night deepens, soft light reflects off faces, instilling a sense of belonging and connection to both the past and future. In this vibrant community, the shared experience of the mini-sun becomes not just a source of light and power but a powerful symbol of unity, inspiring neighbors to become active guardians of an energy-sustainable world. The collective journey enriches lives and ignites a passion for discovery that resonates through generations, nurturing a culture of awe for the stars they now hold close to their hearts. As the glow of their mini-sun bathes the marketplace, artisans gather to craft new creations, inspired by the boundless energy surrounding them. Musicians might strum their instruments in harmony, composing melodies that celebrate their unity and the joys of a life filled with peace. Chefs could experiment with diverse cuisines, fusing flavors from various cultures, each dish reflecting their vibrant community's identity. Young entrepreneurs launch startups that harness fusion energy in unique ways, transforming concepts into reality, with the spirit of collaboration fueling their ambitions. Local workshops flourish, where neighbors share knowledge and skills, empowering one another to push boundaries and reimagine what is possible. Each day feels like a festival, amplifying a sense of belonging that echoes throughout the streets as laughter and creativity intertwine effortlessly. As people move forward together, the dreams ignited by the mini-sun become woven into the very fabric of society, marking the dawn of a new era characterized by hope and collective progress. In this radiant world, humanity thrives, intertwined with the energy they have harnessed, shaping a future where boundless possibilities await. Imagine engineers huddled together in brainstorming sessions, sketching blueprints for new energy-efficient technologies inspired by the rhythmic patterns of their mini-sun. Each diagram embodies not just invention, but a shared ambition to harmonize with the transformative power that now pulses at the heart of their city. Excitement buzzes in the air as ideas leap from one mind to another, propelled by the knowledge that they are forging a brighter future for all. This vision of artificial mini-suns encapsulates a serene and hopeful future for humanity, where energy is not merely consumed but embraced as a collective resource. As we harness the power of stars, we unlock the potential for a harmonious existence, shaping a legacy defined by sustainability and shared progress that future generations will cherish. Hey, if you're enjoying this video and want to see more like it, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update.